Do you like potatoes? I do. Well, stick around because today I'm going to plant some potatoes. Hi, my name is Lula. This is Gardenhauling. So in today's video, I am going to plant some Yukon Gold potatoes. It is very windy here in Zone 8. The weatherman is calling for rain, so this is a perfect time to plant my potatoes, and that way they can get settled in and the rain can give them that extra dose of moisture that they're gonna need to adjust to their new homes. But before I get started, I want to talk a little bit about potatoes. There's two types of potatoes. They have the indeterminate potatoes and the determinate potatoes. Now the determinate potatoes, they usually grow in a single layer. You will plant them about 4 to 6 inches deep, and you don't have to worry about healing them up. They have a shorter growing season than the indeterminate potatoes. Indeterminate potatoes, you will plant them the same as the determinate potatoes, about 4 to 6 inches deep. The only difference is you have to heal them up. As you heal them up, they're gonna grow in that soil that you put around the potatoes to heal them up, and they'll continue to grow. At some point, you will have to stop healing them up. If you're not sure what kind of potatoes you have, you don't know if you have determinate or indeterminate potatoes, you can try healing your potatoes up, see if you have any tubers that's gonna grow in that soil that you use to heal them up. But normally the determinate potatoes will bloom earlier than the indeterminate potatoes. Make sure you choose a good location because potatoes like to be planted in full sun. So if you can give them at least 6 to 8 hours of sunshine, that would be great. But if they can get all day sun, that's even better. Get your soil ready. So I have added, I'm gonna plant them right behind me in that section there. I have added some compost. Now I'm just gonna add some fertilizer. If you do have clay soil, then it might be better to plant your potatoes in a raised bed container or a grow bag or even a pot of some sort that will be big enough to hold your potatoes. Because potatoes do like loose, well-draining soil. They need soil that allows them to grow bigger and to spread out. So I'm gonna add some fertilizer and then we'll move on to the next step. Well, some of my potatoes are whole, and I left them like this because they're small, and this one has one eye here and maybe a teeny tiny one right there. I don't know if you can see it. So there's really no point in me cutting this. You need to have at least 1 or 2 eyes on your potatoes when you get ready to sow them. And here's another one that I cut, and I guess I hope you can see that it's callous on the outside of the potato. I cut it in half, and there are 2 eyes there, one there and one there. You want to plant them up this way because you want these to be facing up, not down. And one of the reasons I cut it up and let it callus over like this is to help prevent my potatoes from rotting when I plant them. Let them sit out in a dry, airy place, not in the sunshine, for at least 2 to 3 days, and they will callus over and they'll be ready to plant. It's okay to plant a whole potato, but if you have, say, some eyes here and some under there, which I don't have, then you can cut it and just make sure you leave at least 1 or 2 eyes on each section of potato that you're gonna cut. So now is the fun part. The next step is to plant my potatoes, and I'm gonna plant them at least 4 to 6 inches deep and at least 8 to 12 inches apart. So my potatoes are planted and they're all watered in. I didn't water them as deeply as I normally would because it's gonna rain. And if I see that the rain doesn't come, then I will come out here and give them a good drenching. Now it's important to make sure you water your potatoes consistently, especially when they start to bloom or flower, because that's when they're really starting to form those potatoes and they need plenty of water in order to do that. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to my channel, please click the subscribe button, click the notification bell, and that way you can get notifications of any new videos I have posted. And if you have subscribed to my channel, I want to say thank you. I really appreciate your support. Please remember to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.